if I don't have to pay a mortgage, okay, I don't have to pay rent, and I produce like 80 to 90% of the food that I eat, then I'm rich. So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, okay, go ahead and hit on that subscribe button. Okay, let's grow together. So today we're going to be talking about this video that I watched on Facebook. Okay, how the Kuwait government like asking Africans to leave their country. And from the look of the video, they are happy, they are excited to go home. I'm gonna let you all watch this video right here. So I don't have time to sit here and show the whole of this clip. Okay, if you got time, you can check the clip out, you know what I mean, and watch the full video. But let's talk. Okay, the moment you say Africa, what do people think? When you say Africa, the first impression that people get are like, oh, the little kids. Okay, the little kids on the TV that we see every day walking around naked with flies like just surrounding them, you know what I mean? That's the image that people see when they think about Africa. Okay, to me personally, I consider Africa to be one of the richest countries. I don't care what you say, but I'm telling you, like, it is what it is. Okay, like I said, if you don't pay a mortgage, you have a house that you don't pay a mortgage on your house, that's your house. Okay, and you like produce like 80% to 90% of the food that you consume, then you're rich. You're a rich human being. Okay, it is what it is, you know what I mean? People talk about like Africans travel to all these other countries, why they can't stay in your country, why do you think some of the Africans that travel is because they want to just travel, like just for traveling's sake? We have what it takes, okay, to build our country. We have what it takes. But at times, if power is put in the wrong hand, okay, it can jeopardize the whole system. Africans are hardworking. When I say hardworking, okay, bad governance, okay, play a great role. When I say a great role to the reason why a lot of youth from Africa are traveling out of the countries every single day. Some even lose their life in the process of doing so. Do you think they really want to take that journey where some people travel through the desert just to cross and come make ends meet? Like, if they knew like, oh, my life is gonna end right here, do you think they're gonna make that journey? Or do you think if they had like a comfortable life back home, okay, most of these people that travel like that, they are educated people, okay? They do have college degrees, okay? Don't feel like they're just some school dropouts that just want to travel. No, some of these people, okay, do have college degrees, okay? They do have whatever you want to call GED, and they have their college degrees, okay? They travel out of the country just to make a living because their country has failed them, okay? I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, people are just making excuses when you're lazy, No, I refuse that, okay? Because not everybody that travels out of the country is lazy, okay? Or not everybody that stays back home is lazy. There are people that just want the good things of life. There are people that just want to make meaning out of life. There are people who just, sometimes these people travel, okay? It's not even about them. When they travel to these other countries to make a living, 99.9% I'm gonna tell you, it's not about them, but it's about like the family that they've left behind. It's about their loved ones. They're trying to make life better for them, okay? If our countries, if our African leaders, okay, can give us, like, provide what is needed for all the youth, okay? You don't expect somebody to spend their whole entire life, okay, going to school. They go to college, have a college degree, okay, or what you call a BS, okay, and they're back, okay? They're done with this school. Now they're done with school. They feel like they're about to come start reaping the fruit of their labor. Guess what? You go for the first year without a job. You're doing job hunting. You go for the second year without a job. Third year without a job. 4, 5, 6 years. Do you know how frustrating that is? That is so frustrating. It is frustrating knowing that you put in the best that you can put, okay? And it's all, when it comes to Africa, it's all about, oh, my uncle is up here, my auntie is up here, my grandfather, my girl. Even somebody that is not qualified for a position, get the position. But somebody that is qualified for, just because you're coming from a really poor background, okay? You don't have no uncles up there, you don't have no aunties up there, you don't have no stepfather up there or no godfather up there. You can't have that job. But remember, you've gone to school, you've put in all what it takes, okay, to come up with even a first class. But yet somebody, I'm not trying to like throw shit or anything, but somebody that you know very well, like you were in class with, and they were like just, you know what I mean, I don't need to break it down, but you're surprised that just because their godfather is the governor of this state, is the prime minister of this state, you get to see them walking around with some suit, walking in an office, and you there like, just because you don't have a godfather up there. So without sidetracking, okay, Africans do not travel out of these countries, travel out of their country just because they like to. We are rich. We are rich. Africans are rich. Let me stress this over and over, okay? Poor governance. Poor governance is making like other part of the world look at Africans like Africans are poor. African countries need good governance, okay? If we have good governance in our country, then our youth don't have to travel out of the country. They can, I understand, don't get me wrong, they can travel out of the country for like leisure time, you know what I mean? Not like traveling out of the country to go. Do you have like the slightest idea like what people go through when they travel out of the country? Do you know the struggles? Do you know the hustle? So these people are happy that they are going back home, okay? Just hear the excitement. So they're not feeling bad that they're going home, okay? You don't know the struggle, you don't know what they have been through. And for the government to just wake up and be like, hey, all Africans out of Kuwait, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, I do not blame their government, okay? I blame our African government. Give us what we need so we can stay and develop our own country. If you don't provide us with what we need, how do you expect us to sit back for our ends, okay? There are some people that are really struggling. What effort are we making to make sure that our youth have what it takes, okay, to develop their countries? We cannot grow like this. We cannot grow with selfish mindset. We cannot become united with that selfish mindset. Say for example, you as an African government, okay, you want to invest. Instead of investing in your own country, you take the money and save the money in like European countries. Let's put it that way, okay? And what you think is happening? You are literally helping to build other country. How are you helping to build your own country? If you cannot invest in your own country, you cannot put that money in your own banks. You put that money in other banks out of your own country so it can make more profit, interest for that country. So how are you helping in developing your own country as an African leader? Yeah, people want to sit and worry about Africans, like Africans can stay in Africa. African youths keep traveling out of the country. Yes, they have to. Do you want to blame them? I heard somebody say that, no, it's just laziness. What are you talking about laziness? Some people feel like, oh, you can, if you're hardworking, you can make anything out of something. In order for you to even start building up something, you need something. We need foundation, okay? We need that solid foundation. And I feel like our leaders are not building that foundation for us as youth. It don't make any sense for any youth, okay, to go through like the process of education all the way through high school, all the way through college, and you come and you don't have a job. Or let's say, for example, how frustrating is this, okay? Jesus, why in the world does that happen, okay? That a young guy or a young lady will come out from college, okay, and if they are fortunate enough to have a job, okay, you're gonna expect that human being to work for like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months without a salary. Like, Jesus Christ, isn't there some form of evil? It's not as if you don't have the money to pay them. You have the money to make sure they are paid. Like, if it's every month, as soon as they start working, when it's end of that month, pay them their salary, okay? You're not going to tell a young youth that's just coming out of college that is fortunate enough to have a job, okay? After struggling with college, you don't know like the hustle, the struggle that people have to go through. Okay, now this youth is happy like, oh, I got this job. And just for them to realize like, hey, for the next 6 months, you're not going to be able to pay rent for that little room that you got. You're not gonna be able to have something to eat for that 6 months because you're not getting paid for that. You're gonna work for 6 months before you even see a dime. Like, isn't that some form of slavery, wickedness? I don't even know how I can describe that, like right deep down into my soul. I cannot imagine like me like finishing with school and you go work for a company and the company tells you like, hey, I'm not gonna pay you for the first month, the second month, the third month, fourth, fifth, 6 months. You're gonna get all your salary paid in 6 months or after 6 months. How can you determine how life is gonna be for that person after that 6 months? Why can't you go ahead? It's not as if the government don't have that money or that company don't have that money to pay that individual. Yes, you have the money to pay that individual. Why must they work for like 6 months before you pay them their salary? That is evil. African leaders need to wake up, okay? You need to wake up. These children that are going through all this can be your own children. You are in power for a reason. If you are in power and you cannot take care of your own citizen, you cannot provide good roads for them, you cannot provide good drinking water, you cannot provide good educational system for them, that's junk right there. As a good leader, okay, it's not just about you, it's not just about your family, it's about the whole entire country that you rule. It's high time African leaders start fighting for the right of their youth. You have no idea, no clue what these young youths are going through. They want to sit and talk about high crime rate. They want to sit and talk about this. What are you doing to make sure you reduce the high rate of crime in the country? What are you doing? Are you providing the services that these people need? For example, the young youth that need jobs, are you providing these jobs for them to keep them busy so you can reduce like all the crime rate and everything? I know like that you can never, no matter how established a country is, you can never eradicate poverty, but at least you can make a difference when you're in office. When you're in office or you're in power, you want to create that kind of impact that when you leave office, people are gonna sit and say, oh, look back and oh, I wish this person was here. Not a situation that when you leave office, like people are so happy that you're gone. People even sit and wish you like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Make a difference.